What's good, everybody? We're back again with another video, and today we're going to be doing NBA report cards for every single team in the NBA. I feel like right now we're getting to know every NBA team. We're getting to understand what they're going to look like for the rest of the season. Of course, some teams are going to make trades, but as of right now, we get to know what these teams are going to be good at and bad at. So I feel like it's time to do an NBA report card video. I don't believe I've ever done a video like this on my channel, so hopefully you like it, and subscribe. Thank y'all for all the love y'all showed on that last video. That was fire. I remember at one time I looked at like lunchtime. I eat lunch like around 11:30. It was at 91, and then I checked back at 2 o'clock. It was at damn near 1,000. I'm like, what the fuck? So thank y'all for that. I know y'all like that new editing style, so I'm gonna keep doing that. I'm gonna keep putting effort into this editing style. But let's get straight into this video. We're gonna start off with the East side. We're gonna do it from the NBA standing. Listen, normally I would have highlights right now. Listen, I'm not spending over a minute over these teams, so there's no point in me getting highlights. I'm not talking about the Pistons for a minute, so the Pistons obviously get an F. They're 4-36. They have no positive. Well, Cade is really good. Other than that, in Jalen Durant, but they don't have really a lot of positive. Wizards S, F. Hornets D. Raptors D+. Hawks D-, and I want to talk about them a little bit. I'm only had them as a D- because they're underachieving. I had them a lot higher going into the season, around the top level of the play-in. So for them to be 16-23, not in the play-in, and I'm only spending time talking about playing teams. So for them to not be there, it's disappointing to me. They're only 16-23. I think they're underachieving a lot. It's especially the way Trey has been playing. Trey has been amazing. So I have them there, but to get into the teams that you will see highlights on. So for the next team I have is the Brooklyn Nets. I gave them a D. Now they're around where I kind of thought they were going to be, around the play-in, but I just feel like they're underachieving, but I understand why they're underachieving. They haven't really had a healthy team throughout the season. It's always one or two key guys out, and one of those main key guys is Ben Simmons. He's been out, I think 36 games, which sucks because I think he was kind of getting back into what he was, but he is on his way back. But still, he's been out. Lonnie Walker has missed time. Spencer Dinwiddie, Nicholas Claxton, Cam Johnson. Like, they've been injured a lot. So for them to still be around here in the play-in, I give them props to that. That's why I had them as a D. But other than that, it's not really that much positives. The coach sucks. He's not playing their best player in Cam Thomas. He comes off the bench still. I don't know why. Spencer Dinwiddie, think he's a point guard. He's not. Mikal is not the number one option y'all thought he was, which is kind of weird that y'all even thought that in the first place. Nicholas Claxton has had his ups and his downs, but I've seen some fans say they damn near like Davon Sharp better. Like, it's been up and down bad season for them, so that's why I had them as a D. All right, so the next team is the Chicago Bulls. I had them as a C, and they are 19-23. The reason why I had them as a C, and I probably should have them as like a C+, because to me they're overachieving a lot. I had them like on the bottom half of the play-in, but like if they were just on the bottom half of the play-in and like DeMar was going crazy or doing his thing or Zach was doing his thing, I wouldn't really care. I would probably give them a D. But the fact that they're seeing growth in Kobe White and Patrick Williams, and then they look better as a team as of late, I just had to give them a C+. They've actually been watchable. I don't know if that's a word, but I'm gonna use it. I've been able to watch a couple games and enjoy watching a couple games. Kobe White has been very, very good. So they have hopefully their guard for the future. I don't know what position he is because I don't think he's that good of a playmaker, but I do think he can score and shoot the ball very well. So I do think he's more so leaning towards being a 2. And I think Patrick Williams, this has been the year he's shown the most strides in his game, and I think it's still a lot to be worked with, but I think that's going to come with more opportunities. So hopefully they can get DeMar, Zach, and Nikola Vucevic out the door. But if they don't, the way they look right now is pretty decent. So I'll give them a C+. The next team I have is the Magic. They're currently 8th in the East, I believe, and they have a B+ for this year. They would have an A. They really would have an A, and they're 22-18. They would have an A if they were still at the top of the seed like they was. And I'm gonna be real with you, they're like 2 to 3 games from not being like a top 4 seed. But still, I had them as a B+ because I didn't expect this. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect it. I thought this was gonna be a good team. As you see in my Eastern Conference prediction video, I had this team in the play-in, and they're right in the play-in right now, but they don't really feel like a play-in team. Paolo has been, after that first month and a half was kind of mediocre, he has been playing like a top 25, top 20 player. I'm not gonna lie, he has been very, very good, and he's opening my eyes. Like, he just has that it factor to him. Well, I'm looking at him like, oh yeah, in a few years, give him a few years, he's going to be a top 10 player. He has all the skills. He really doesn't have a lot of flaws, especially with the 3-point game coming up and his playmaking being better. He doesn't have that much flaws. And we're all seeing this without Franz. Franz has been out for like damn near 3 weeks now. But I remember at a time where him and Paolo was just dropping 25 after 25 to 25. They were both averaging like 24 for a month. Like, they have been very good. We're seeing them starting a rookie for most of the year. He's been very good. Jalen Suggs has kind of jumped out to us, and like, he is the hardest soul of their team. They've been winning a lot of games with Goga Batase as their starting center. Like, stuff like that matters, bro. I have to have them as a B+. And if I stop being stingy, they could probably be A. They really could probably be A. They even got other stuff like Cole Anthony's been very good. And his minutes when he plays, Jonathan Isaac has been elite on defense. I don't know why he only gets 13 minutes, but oh well. Hopefully he gets traded to the Cavs. But yeah, this team has been very, very good, bro. I had to give him a B+. Okay, so the next team I have is the New York Knicks. Listen, I had them as a B+. I believe they're 7th in the East right now. They're 23-17. I had them this high because, Julius Randle has been a fucking dog this year. Jalen Brunson has been a dog this year. And for them to go out there and be hungry and trade 2 key pieces for their team to get OG, who fits perfectly for this team's going to be very scary. And I think they're 2 more pieces away when it comes to role players. But if you're getting a star, they're 1 more piece away. But I do think a player like Malcolm Brogdon can come in and help this team out a lot. Or a player like Jeremy Grant can come out and help this team out a lot. But to talk about the team right now, they've been very, very good. Even with the loss of Mitchell Robinson, Isaiah Hartenstein, my dog has been very, very good. So I'm interested to see what they do come trade deadline, because I don't think they're done. I just seen that they're fielding calls for Quentin Grimes, and I think that should be happening because he has his ups, but the downs are bad. So you really can't have a player like that when you're trying to win, and I think they're trying to win. So that's why I had them as a B+. The next team is the Pacers. I have them obviously as an A. You have Tyrese Halliburton come out here and dog for like 2 months. He's hurt right now. That's why I said for like 2 months. So guys, I think I hate him. I don't. He's hurt right now. So he's been dogging for 2 months. Look like a first-team All-NBA guard this year. He's going to be starting the All-Star game, of course. But even when he's not playing, like, they're better. Last year when he didn't play, they lost a lot. When he's not playing this year, they're winning games. And that sucks for a Cavs fan because they're still next to us in the standings. But still, like, this is a very good team, bro. Buddy Hield has been very good. Bruce Brown has been very good. Benedict Mathurin has been very good as of late. Miles Turner has been very good. This team is very fun to watch. And I love the system. Like I said, I don't use it to, like, tear down Halliburton. But, like, I really wish we can see a lot of other guards in this system, because this system is just so fun and free for you to do anything you want as long as you can pass. If you can't pass, you can't play in the system. But this is a very fun system to play with, and their decent defense has been better as of late. So that's why I gave them an A, man. I feel like they deserve it. I didn't expect them to be, I believe, a 6 seed at all. So shout out to them. The next team I have is the Heat. I had them as an A. 24-16. A lot of the year without Jimmy. Also been very up and down when it comes to injuries. Tyler Hero missed like damn near a month and a half. But I'm not going to lie to you guys. I gave them an A for 2 reasons. Bam Adebayo has been amazing. He's been freaking amazing. The mid-range shot is there. The playmaking is always going to be there. The defense is always going to be there. But the mid-range shot is like, it's locked. It's there. It's not like the past couple years where you see it a couple times. You be like, oh yeah, that's cool. No, that shit is there. And like I said, the defense playmaking is always going to be there. He's becoming more of a complete player. And then the second reason, bro, Jaime Jaquez is a fucking dog. He is a dog, bro. Jaime Jaquez is one of the best role players in the league already. He is a dog. I haven't seen many rookies come in and be this skilled. He's very, very good, bro. Very, very good. So I had to give him an A. But on to the next team. We have the Cavs. Might spend a little bit more time on this. Listen, we are 23-15. A. I gave them an A. I damn don't want to give them an A+, but I feel like that would be biased. But I remember when the news came out that Darius Garland was going to be out for like a month and a half, and that Evan Mobley was going to be out for 6 to 8 weeks. All Cavs fans thought our season was done. And I'm one of them. I thought our season was over, bro. All of our guys getting injured, I thought our season was cooked. For us to go 10-3 since those injuries have came out, bro, I have to give it to it. Yo, Donovan Mitchell is playing like an MVP. He won't be put in the MVP race because his name is not big enough and nobody watches the Cavs. And that's probably why he wants to go to New York, because he feel like he should have a bigger name. But still, like, he has been amazing at playmaking. That's all I'm going to talk about. I don't have to talk about the other stuff because you know he brings the other stuff. But the playmaking has been amazing this year. And he's needed to do it because he's playing the point guard. We found some gems of Sam Merrill, Max Strus. Even though the shot is very, very inconsistent. I'm talking about very, very inconsistent. Max Strus is not just a shooter. He can score the ball. He can pass the ball. He can defend. He's the threat of being a shooter. And that's something we've never had before. Georges Niang, he has to go. I know. I had to put in something negative. He has to go. And then lastly, Jarrett Allen. Listen, I've been begging for energy out of Jarrett Allen, pause, for the last 2 years. And ever since Evan Mobley's been out, he's been averaging a double-double. Damn near averaging 12 rebounds since he's been out. He's on a 10-game win streak. 10-game streak of double-doubles. Like, he has been amazing. His passing has been amazing. His mid-range shot has been better. So, I have to have us as an A, bro. And then when them boys come back, boy, we're going to be scary. 76ers, I don't want to spend too much time on. A, Joel Embiid, MVP. Tyrese, maybe All-Star. Probably the deepest team y'all have had in a minute. So, A. Bucks, B-. So, the first non-A's you've seen in a minute. The defense is awful. I'm sorry, bro. I can't give them an A. Even though Giannis has been damn near the best player in the league. And Dame has been good. And at times very good. The defense is ass, bro. Brook Lopez is washed. Bobby Portis is hard to watch as a non-Bucks fan, and I know Bucks fans are starting to hate that guy. Chris Middleton's been in and out with the lineup, but still, they're 28-12. Like, I have to put them this high, and I have to give him at least a B. But it's just they should be a lot higher. They have to make some moves. The Celtics last team in the East, A+, of course, 31-9. Like, I'm sorry. You're not getting, Jason Tatum lovers, you're not getting highlights for this. I'm fucking sorry. Yeah, 31-9. What can I say? Best team in the league. Fuck it. Who cares? Again, like I said, you will not get highlights for team outside the play-in. So, again, like I said, you will not get highlights for teams outside the play-in. So, Spurs, D-. Only reason why I don't have it at A. Wemby is very, very good. And Devin Vassell is also very, very good. But everything else, even though Jeremy Sochan has been good as of late, but everything else should be an F. But those two don't make it an F. I think I gave them a D-. Trailblazers, F. 10-29. Grizzlies, D. Not really their fault, but D. A lot of injuries, sucks. Warriors, F+. Listen, actually, you will get highlights for this because I want to spend time on this. It is about time for Steph Curry to stop being a fucking nice guy. Listen, the reason why I said this, it's been 2 months and this team has been terrible. They started off very, very good, but for the last 2 months, this team has been terrible, and he hasn't said shit. LeBron and this team, I know LeBron has been in our front office since fucking November because he's seen how it was going to go. We just haven't made a move yet, but it's coming. And we seen it in previous years. So if he didn't do it this year, we seen it in previous years. A nigga go to the front office and change the whole team in the middle of the year. Steph Curry is still a top 5 player in the NBA. But if he wants to win, he has to stop being a fucking nice guy and go to the front office, look Mike Dunleavy in his eye and say, everybody but me and Draymond can get the fuck out of here. Because you just, I don't really want to see Draymond on another team. I'm sorry. But everybody else has to go. Clay has washed my clothes that I just washed yesterday. Looney is washed at 27 years old. Never seen that before in my life. Kuminga, even though we love him, he's a poster child. I don't know why. Ever since he came out with that, ever since the article came out that him and Steve Kerr had a talk, everybody loves him now. But still, he is a on and off player at that time. Sometimes he's just not effective. It's just a shithole over there. And then I gave it a D+. I gave it an F+ because over the last 2 months, but they do have some positives. The rookies that they drafted are amazing. Mike Dunleavy cooked with that. The trade for Chris Paul, he cooked with that. The signing with Dario Saric, he cooked with that. It is just not enough. Because the core guys you're relying on, Clay is god awful. Andrew Wiggins is god awful. Draymond hasn't played, but when he has played, it's been good, but he hasn't played. Looney is god awful. You're not going to win with 4 of your most important players. Well, 3 of them being god awful and 1 not being there. You're not going to win. And then Steph, he's not absolved from these talks. The first month and a half, he was very good. Ever since December and on, the nigga's been on and off. And a lot of Warrior fans are going to blame it on others, but some games, they're losing because of him. Because he's not showing up in the fourth. And then this is another reason why he has to stop fucking being so soft and talk up. It's that yesterday, I'm watching Jonathan Kuminga take the ball off the court while you're trying to get opens. Why the fuck don't you have the ball? You're getting guarded by Vince Williams, one of the best one-on-one players, one of the best scorers we've ever seen. I don't care who the fuck Vince Williams is. And you're trying to get open. You're not playing on ball. And then while you're not playing on ball, these niggas are turning the ball over. And then when you finally get the ball, you turn the ball over. Some of these losses are on Steph. And y'all know I love Steph, one of my favorite players of all time. But what are we doing? He's not absolved from these talks. So yes, they get an F+. Let's move on. Rockets. Sadly, you don't get highlights, but you're a B-. Sengun's an all-star. Jalen Green has been very, very good as of late. The signings, Dylan Brooks and Fred VanVleet have been very, very good. The signing of the coach, that's been very, very good. The draft picks of the last couple of years, man, when he has played, has been good. Jabari Smith has blown me out the water. Pause. Oh my God. But he's still like, Jabari Smith has been good. You understand what I was trying to say. Tari Eason has been good. They're like a game behind the play-in, so that's why they don't get no highlights. Like I said, if you're not in the play, you're not getting highlights. Lakers F. I'm so fucking serious. I'm so serious. Listen. Go look up YouTube videos of the Lakers before the season. Of big YouTubers. They said we have the best all season. And they still had LeBron and Anthony Davis as top 10 players. We are currently 20-21. Under the fucking Jazz as the 10th seed. I'm sorry, I just can't do it. I can't give us more than an F. This is underachieving like a motherfucker. LeBron has been on and off. Anthony Davis has been the best player by far, but you got some lovers out here that won't still holding on to LeBron being the best player, and it just blows my mind. But Anthony Davis has been amazing. He's damn near been one of the only positives. Cam Reddish and Vando. Cam Reddish has been very good on defense, but on offense, both of them are just, sometimes they become unplayable. Austin Reeves and D'Angelo Russell on and off as a motherfucker. I don't know why Lakers fans have this attachment to Austin Reeves. It's so weird to me. Like, if you want to win and he's the best value we have, fucking sayonara, my nigga. Bye, bro. Who cares? But motherfuckers just be having an attachment to the wrong niggas. It's so weird. Gabe Vincent hasn't played since he's been a Laker. Rui Hachimura doesn't get used right. Darvin Ham is terrible. This is the F. I'm sorry. And I might switch and give the Rockets highlights so y'all can see the emotion I have for this Lakers shit, because this shit is bad. For the Jazz, B+. Listen, starting off, they would have got an F. They were terrible. But since Lawrence came back from that injury, and since Colin Sexton and Chris Dunn have been playing the starting lineup, I believe they're 12-4, beating some very, very good teams during that run. Listen, I have to put them here. They have been, besides the Cavs, and you probably like, why I didn't say the Lakers? I don't enjoy watching the Lakers. But besides the Cavs, this is probably my most watched team. Of course, I know I love Colin Sexton, my 3rd favorite player of all time. But still, this team is very fun to watch from top to bottom. The only thing that holds him back is like Jordan Clarkson. Like he thinks he's that guy on the team. No, it's Colin shit. It's Keontae George shit. This Lawrence shit. This not you no more, boy. You about to be out of here. So that's the only thing that kind of holds them back. But they're a very, very, very good team. Simon Fontecchio is a very, very good shooter. Ochai Agbaji has been kind of okay to start his rookie year, but I think that sometimes he doesn't get the opportunity I believe he should get, but that's okay. John Collins has been a surprise for me. I know a couple weeks ago, a lot of Utah Jazz fans didn't like him. I don't know why. I feel like he's been very, very consistent throughout the whole year. He's took Walker Kessler's spot, which I understand, and I think it opened up the offense for the team. And I think they're being very good with him being as a starting 4 or 5. It's between him and Laurie, whoever you care about. But still, this team is very fun to watch. Will Hardy is a genius. They play like, I don't want to say college basketball, but it's like so free flowing. And it's very, very good team basketball. So yeah, I have to give my shout out to Will Hardy. And I do think this team can make the play. I don't think it's going to stop unless they just give everything up. But next, Suns. C+. They're 21-18. They started off injured. That's why like the rating is so low. But as of late, they have been pretty good. Devin Booker starting to look like Devin Booker again because for a little bit I was a little worried because the scoring was just a little bit off. It was a little bit weird. But Kevin Durant's kind of taking a back seat. Let him really do his shit. Let Bradley Beal do his shit. And I think that's what you're going to need because he's going to save his body up from the playoff time. And that's all that really matters for this team. But this team has been very, very good. Grayson Allen has been very, very good for the team. So I had to give him a C+. They just put Bobo on the starting lineup. And I think that's been very, very, very fun and effective. So I like that. Yusuf Nurkic has been very, very good for the team. The defense is going to be trash. I'm sorry. If you expect him to come back here and be a good defender, no. But the offense has been very, very good. And I like when they let him pass the ball because I feel like that is his main strength to his offensive game. So I like this Suns team. And I do think when it comes to playoff time, I do think they have a chance. So shout out to them. Pelicans, 24-17. I give them a B. The rating is so high because, bro, I only think BI's missed 3 games. Zion, same thing. The fact that these guys are not missing games, let's praise the Lord because of that. Because this team is finally seeing what they look like when they're fully healthy. They're one of the best teams of the last 2 to 3 weeks. I think they've been also only lost single-digit games over the last 2 to 3 weeks. They've been very, very good. I know their defense has been top 10 and their offense has been top 10 for the last 2 to 3 weeks. So shout out to them. Brandon Ingram is the all-star, is the guy for this team, even though over the last 2 to 3 weeks, I wouldn't say he's been bad because they've been blowing out a lot of teams. So you look at the stats, he's been bad, but over the last couple games, he has. He has been bad. But other than that, man, he is the all-star for the team. And I think Zion has stepped it up in his absence of being elite like he was a couple weeks ago. Zion has stepped it up. So shout out to Zion. Herb Jones, to me, if he's not on first team all defense, I just feel like we have to look at who actually votes for this shit because you're watching this team. It's not 5 defenders in the world better. And I'm being so serious. I'm being so serious. And then shout out to Willie Green because he's actually playing Jordan Hawkins. And you see how good he is, how NBA ready he is, and how he should have never been on the bench for fucking Jose Alvarado. I'm sorry. It just should have never been like that. Jonas Valanciunas has been very, very good. CJ McCollum has been shooting the ball lights out. But I can't wait till he gets off the team because as sometimes he thinks he's the guy on the team. And that's holding BI and Zion back. And then you see games when BI's taking 11 shots, Zion's taking 9 shots. No. That's because CJ, by the way, he has, I believe, I don't know the numbers, so I don't want to lie. But he doesn't pass the ball to BI, and I don't know why. But I've seen the number. It was very, very low. So I can't wait to see him off the team because I feel like those 2 guys in BI and Zion need a point guard to kind of help them get the ball because I feel like I hate when I see them have the ball at the top of the key. A little more less BI because I feel like he's effective up there. But Zion, I hate when he gets the ball at the top of the key because it's just sometimes it's hard because you know where he's going. He's going left. So having a point guard to set him up, I feel like that will help him out a lot more, but they don't have that. So hopefully down the line they do get that, but I do have them as a B. The Mavs, they also get a B. If you're seeing in my prediction video, I had them pretty low. Right now, I believe they are the 6th seed. So they're overachieving. Luka has been damn near the best player in the world. Kyrie has been very, very good, bro. Kyrie is so underrated, bro. Y'all be putting some guys over Kyrie just because he's playing the sidekick. And I feel like y'all do that. Yes, I'm going to use my Cavs bias. Y'all do that with Darius Garland too. Y'all put some guys over him that just don't belong over him because he's playing the backseat. When you should play the backseat when you have heliocentric guys like a Luka Doncic and like a Donovan Mitchell. But Kyrie's been very, very good. Tim Hardaway Jr. has been amazing. Just had 40 yesterday for some odd reason. And I love that because I used to watch Tim Hardaway Jr. and Trey Burke growing up a lot. So just to see him go back to what he used to do, I love that shit. Derek Lively was the right pick. Grant Williams was a good trade. I don't think they traded for him. He was a good free agent pickup. The team's not super deep. They're still pretty good. And I think their defense has been oddly good. So yeah, shout out to them, bro. They're overachieving like a motherfucker. I really hope they go out there and get a Kuz or a Jeremy Grant. Like, I'm sorry, Josh Green, Omax can go. If I can get Kuz or Jeremy Grant for those two, sayonara, bro. Sayonara. I want to see Luka win. So go be hungry, bro, because I think you have the team down there. They're like a defensive guy away. So more so Jeremy Grant. They can do some shit, bro. They can do something. Next, Kings, a B. A couple weeks ago, it would have been an A. Bro, this defense is terrible, bro. This defense is terrible. But I was gonna say Sengun, Sabonis, and De'Aaron are very, very good. Keegan Murray is very, very good. Malik Monk is very, very good. Those are the core four. Everybody else can get out of there. Because they're bad. Kevin Huerter is terrible. Last year, it was a random year. He didn't want to be good. But this year, he's terrible. Harrison Barnes is bad. I do like Trey Lyles. Trey Lyles is decent. But yeah, they need to make a trade. And a couple months ago, if you asked me what trade I would have wanted them to do, I would have said Zach LaVine. And a little bit in me still believes that. But I think they need to go out there and get some defense. Because I think they're a defensive piece away from me really taking them serious. And I think you can get offense and defense in Jeremy Grant. So try to go out there and get Jeremy Grant. Next, Clippers. Hey, I didn't want to get an A+. Yeah, they get an A+. Just because how bad it looked when they first got changed. For them to be this good, probably the best team in the last month and a half, they get an A+. Kawhi has been amazing. And like when I mean amazing, like the defense is back, and that's a scary thing. That's a very, very scary thing. Paul George also, the defense, his defense never really left. But like now, like he's really like elite if you watch. Which a lot of people don't do because they play at 10:30. Even I don't watch a lot. But I pick up the highlights and I pick up the possessions of Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. So James Harden has also been very, very good. And I just seen the Vika Zubac interview where he said like him and James Harden and Brandon Boston and Kobe Brown and Bones, they do pick and roll play. They were gonna pick and roll game after every shoot around. I love that. He's been very good for the team. And Russell Westbrook buying in off the bench. Shout out to my dog, bro. Shout out to my dog, man. Because I was really sad when they made that trade. But he is buying in, and he has been very, very good. So shout out to them. They look real, bro. They look real. I know a lot of you Clippers fans came under that last video. Was it the last video, I believe? I think it was the last video. And I was like, wow, you don't have the Clippers. I'm sorry, bro. I just didn't see it at that time. But, bro, they do look very, very good. So I'll give y'all that. Next, the Nuggets. Hey, I just feel like it's the Nuggets, bro. It's not really nothing different. It's the Nuggets. They're 28-13. Jokic has been amazing. Dan there can win third MVP this year. Probably won't. I don't think they will ever give him. I don't even think they would give him more. You see what they're doing with Giannis. It hasn't been two players better than Giannis this year. But like he's under Luka. He's under Shea. At some point he was either under Tyrese when it comes to the MVP ranks. They're not trying to give it to him. I don't think they're going to do it with Jokic. I don't know. But he's been very, very good. Jamal, when he's played, I think he's been an all-star caliber guard. Won't get it, but I think he's been an all-star caliber guard. Michael Porter Jr. has been very, very good. And Aaron Gordon has been good, too. I do think they need to go out there and get something for the bench. You got a bright spot. Everybody thought the bright spot was going to be Christian Braun, and he's been okay. But Peyton Watson is a guy coming off the bench, but I think they need to go out there and get something else because your backup center should not be DeAndre Jordan, and your backup point guard should not be Reggie Jackson. So, yeah, go out there and make a trade. Thunder, A+. Self-explanatory. I didn't expect them to be here. Even Thunder fans didn't expect them to be here. They're the number one team. It was number 2 team in the West. Damn near number 1. They're separated by 1 game. Shea, not even top 10. The niggas playing like a top 5 player. It's actually really weird because like I've always been a huge Shea fan, but like it's getting to the point where like you just gotta, I don't even want to say pick your poison. You just gotta accept it. He's gonna drop 30 on whoever's in front of him. It doesn't really matter. And it's still some, I'm gonna say this every time I talk about Shea on this channel. It's still some weird ass people that won't give him his credit because he hasn't been to the playoffs. You motherfucker. Oh, you people are weird. Like very, very weird. But Shea has been amazing. Reason why they're so high, I gave him A+. I didn't expect Chet to be this good. And I like Chet all the way, but pause. But I didn't expect him to be this good. Like, he is very, very good. One of the best defenders in the world. One of the best three-point shooters as far as bigs in the world. And I think his offensive game is more polished than I expected coming off a hurt year. Coming off a hurt year, I think it's way more better than I expected. Jalen Williams, speaking of being better than I expected, and y'all know that's my guy. Like, that's my pause. That's my baby. I scouted him before a lot of people did. I said he was going to be a top 5 player in the shop before a lot of people did. I didn't expect this shit to be this fast. I didn't think he was going to be good this fast. He's been amazing. He's been damn near the second best player. It's between him and Chet. Josh Giddey, even though I don't want to talk about the shit that happened because I don't know what happened. They still haven't told us what happened. They said random pictures dropped of him and that girl. I don't want to talk about this shit on the channel, but I don't know what happened. But to me, he's been pretty good. He doesn't fit with the team, but he's also been pretty good. Luke Dort has been very good. Isaiah Joe has been very good. This team deserves an A. This team is very, very good. I don't know if I want them to trade or I don't know if I want them to stay put, but I don't want them to keep being good because I think it's better for the league. And watch, when we get OKC playoff basketball, boy, them fans are amazing, bro. So I can't wait for that. And number 1, A+, Timberwolves, to be exact. Anthony Edwards has been playing like MVP. Cat at sometimes has been playing like an MVP. Cat has been amazing. Jaden McDaniels has been a very good defender. Mike Conley at 36 is not slowing down. It doesn't look like Rudy Gobert is running away with Defensive Player of the Year. Naz Reid, same thing, 6th Man of the Year. But I want to say one of the main reasons why I say it's an A+. Remember, like last year when they made that trade, and even when Cat came back, we was wondering why. We was wondering if Cat and Gobert can play with each other. Like, that was the main question from everybody. We don't even think that shit anymore. Like, they look like a very, very good. They look like contenders. So for that to happen, shout out to them. I had them as an A+. Chris Finch, I know I like Chris Finch. I don't know why. He just also some very, very fun plays. So shout out to him. I do think they need a piece like a backup point guard. Or a starting point guard. Like, hey, Mike Conley can go to the back, but I feel like the name I was thinking for this team to be the starting point guard was DeJounte Murray. But they would probably have to trade Mike because of the contract, or they would have to trade some like real contracts because he is a guy that has some value. So I don't want them to do that, but they do need to go out there and get a backup point guard, try to get rid of Tyus Jones or Monte Morris or DeLon Wright. I would love a DeLon Wright for this team. Oh my God. But yeah, that's it for this video, man. Let me know how you liked it. It's going to be a long video for me to edit. It's going to be like a 25-minute video, so let me get to that because I also have to cook. Peace out.